Hey guys, Nick here with Central Oregon Desert Explorers. Thanks for coming along. Just coming out to the desert today, do a little playing around. Got some gear I want to test out a little bit, some new stuff. And I had an idea I want to play around with and put on film. I'll go more into detail with that in a little bit. But you know, it's been a little while since I put a video up on YouTube. Been kind of busy with Christmas and all that stuff. You know how it goes. So sorry, it's been a while since I've made a video, but here's a new one. So you know, my pack is always evolving. I'm always testing things out and finding what works, finding what doesn't work, replacing stuff. You know, finding things that, you know, may be a little bit better than what I've had before. And part of the problem with that is, you know, you got to learn how to use that gear. I mean, a lot of it's pretty self-explanatory. You get a new knife, it's gonna, you know, you're gonna use it just like you use an old knife probably. But anyways, there's, you know, just the pack is always evolving. So coming out here to try out a few new things I got, and figured I'd bring you along. So let me go ahead and hang my pack up and get down to business. Alright, so I just got my pack hung up on the on this juniper with a bungee cord. Keeps it up off the ground a little bit. Does pretty good. There's a couple things you're going to notice about my pack that's a little bit different than maybe what you've seen in other videos. Is well, first I got this thing here tied up to my pack, and that's a sleep carrier. It's a sleep system carrier for the ECWS sleep system, you know, for the Army. And inside I just have my sleeping bag that's rated to -10, and I have my little camp pillow in there, just because it is winter and it's been getting pretty damn cold. So threw that on for the winter. You notice I don't have a tarp hanging off here anymore, and that's because I got a new tarp. It's inside the pack. I'll pull it out and get it set up. Over here on the side, let me get a better angle. Over here on the side of my pack, I have my one of my SOG tomahawks. That's actually going to be coming off here within about a week. One of the things I got for Christmas was Amazon gift card. I had got $100 worth of Amazon gift cards, so I went ahead and bought a Gransfors Brooks small forest axe. So I'm just waiting for that to get here, and then I'll switch this out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get camp set up, and I'll bring you back. Alright, well, there's the old hammock set up. I have my new tarp up. This is the first time I put it up. It's the Kelty Noah's Tarp 9. It's 9x9 tarp. I was able to get the hammock up a lot quicker than normal, mainly because I no longer have to tie it up with rope. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but I got tree straps, but they're not your standard tree straps where you have to put the tree straps up and then use a whoopee sling to go from the tree straps to the hammock. These straps have loops sewn in them. Get you a little closer. So on one end of the strap there's one loop, and then it's just plain strap for a little while, and you just run your strap through the loop around the tree and through the loop like your standard tree straps. But then a little bit further down you have these loops sewn all the way to the other end of the strap. You just hook on your hammock with the carabiners. These straps are rated to 200 pounds per strap, giving you a total of 400 pounds. It really makes putting a hammock up super fast and simple. So those are two of my new pieces of gear that I'm really liking. I'm liking having the lighter weight tarp. You know, it folds up small, fits in my pack. Now I still keep the heavy duty tarp that I had. That's on my extended stay pack right now, which I'm working on. It's not complete yet, but that pack is going to be in addition to this pack here. You know, it's going to have, it just has more stuff in it to make staying out here a little bit longer more comfortable. Maybe a little easier, you know. Still working on filling that up, but it's coming along, and I'll go through all my packs, or both packs' contents later on. Now that I've made a lot of changes to it. So some other pieces of gear that I got for Christmas. I'm only gonna bring out one of them today, but finally got my first Mora knives. The one of them is the Light My Fire. It has the ferro rod in the handle. It's a stainless steel blade, I believe. The other one I have is the Companion Heavy Duty in carbon steel blade, and then the Bushcraft Black carbon steel with the ferro rod and the diamond sharpener attached to the sheath. And I'm going to start a little fire here in a minute, but I'm not going to use a ferro rod, I'm not going to use a lighter. I'm going to try something different, and it's going to involve using the knife a little bit, but we'll see if it works, and I think you might like this idea. Alright, so right now I'm using my Mora to build a small spindle, and I'm loving this knife. It really gets in there and bites the wood. I could never bring myself to spend the money on one of these. And I'm not just talking about the Bushcraft Black, I'm talking about any of the knives. You know, it's so many people swear by these knives, how great they are, but I'm such a fan of full tang knives, and the fact that they're so inexpensive, it just, I mean, I was intrigued by them, especially with all the good things that people say about them. I just couldn't pull the trigger on buying one, just because is it going to be a waste of money or not, you know? No idea. But now that I have some, I'm loving them. They really, you can really do some work with these. And of course, time will tell just how good they'll hold up, but so far I'm impressed. And I mean, super sharp right out of the box. So I'm just let's finish up my spindle here, and show you what I got going on. And I really have no idea if my idea is gonna work, but we'll give it a shot. So I got my spindle done, and yes, I know it's very small, but for this we're not going to need a big one. Basically, kind of doing a different take on a bow drill. what I'm doing. So I got a piece of wood that I've split. I'm gonna finish working this with the tomahawk for the most part. Not a great woodworking tool, but in a pinch it's, you know, not terrible. But, you know, that's why I can't wait for my small 4 stacks to get in. It'll be so much better. Alright, so I've never tried using a bow drill or hand drill or any of that other stuff for making fires. You know, it's always been matches, lighters, ferro rods, pretty much the easy stuff. Just never really had the patience to try a bow drill or a hand drill or, you know, anything like that. However, I've had the time coming out here, you know, but never had the patience to try it, so got to wondering if there was an easier way to do it. So, I was in my garage working on my boat. You know, I got a small little duck hunting boat, 12-foot John boat. Been doing a lot of stuff to it. And as I was using one of my tools, a thought hit me. Why not combine a bow drill with an actual drill? And this is why, you know, I don't really need a long spindle. I don't think anyways. I don't know. I've never, like I said, I've never tried anything like this before. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. I am seeing some smoke coming up. And it's not cigarette smoke either. It's smoke coming up from my spindle, or from below my spindle. Oh yeah.
Oh, we might actually be getting something going here. Not quite. I may not get one going. My drill's dying. I didn't think to grab an extra battery. Well, had it smoking pretty good. So I think my grass was a little too damp. I had it smoking pretty good. So I think this may be doable. I'll have to try it again with a fresh battery and have a spare battery, and maybe some drier material. I think this may be doable. Pretty useless, but doable. I really don't see any real world application for this, but it was fun to try anyways. Well, I'm gonna jump in the hammock and take a nap, and I'll see you on the next video.